Is good.
Your mic is good. I like that. We're all set up over here. We're ready to go. This is going to be a fun topic. We talked about this last year.
It's been a year. Can you believe
nice
it's
little
been a
motivation.
year?
Just about a year, almost a year. But anyway, this is going to be fun. Everybody ready to go?
Yeah, I'm ready. We have to. This is something that we have to address. So I'm ready, and I can't wait to talk about this particular topic.
Awesome. And I got a little motivation for you guys right in the beginning. We're going to watch.
Okay? Oh, my God. I need that.
Love it.
All right. I'm going to pop everybody back in the green room and have a good show, guys.
Say, dance for me, dance for me, dance for me, oh, oh. I never seen anybody do the things you do before. They say, move for me, move for me, move for me, hey, hey. And when you're done, I'll make you do it all again. I said, oh my God, I see you walking by. Take my hands, my dear, and look me in my eyes. Just like a monkey, I've been dancing my whole life. But you just beg to see me dance just one more time. Ooh, I see you every time. And oh my, I like your style. You make me wanna cry. And now I beg to see you.
You can't connect the dots looking forward. You can only connect them looking backwards. So you have to trust that the dots will somehow connect in your future. You have to trust in something, your gut, destiny, life, karma, whatever. Because believing that the dots will connect down the road will give you the confidence to follow your heart, even when it leads you off the well-worn path. And that will make all the difference. Your time is limited, so don't waste it living someone else's life. Don't be trapped by dogma, which is living with the results of other people's thinking. Don't let the noise of others' opinions drown out your own inner voice. You've got to find what you love, and that is as true for work as it is for your lovers. Your work is going to fill a large part of your life, and the only way to be truly satisfied is to do what you believe is great work. And the only way to do great work is to love what you do. If you haven't found it yet, keep looking and don't settle. Have the courage to follow your heart and intuition. They somehow already know what you truly want to become.
Oh, hey, come on. Welcome to another social happy hour. And thank you for spending your hump day with us. Before we even get started on this Motivation Wednesday for Motivation May, I'm going to make a drink really quick. So I got all this ice cream from Frozen Farmer, Katie Jo Evans' company. So I have a triple berry sorbet. So this is a non-dairy sorbet. And I'm just going to be using this in my drink. Wow, triple berry. That tastes really nice. I'm making the best over here, by the way. And then I'm going to add some of their orange cream Forbet. Well, I don't know. Forbert. There we go. I'm going to add that. A couple of scoops of that. And then I've had this Tanqueray orange gin lying around. So I'm going to pour about 1.5 ounces of that into this drink, and let's see what happens. I'm very curious if I still got it. I'm kidding. I still do. I'm just, being a mad scientist right now and adding 2 ounces of gin to a bunch of ice cream and see what happens. You never know. It could be something really, really special, and I can make another drink video on it. So here we go. No ice required. Cool. Oh boy. Whew. All right. Welcome to Social Happy Hour, everybody. Cheers. All right, that's not too bad. I like that. That tastes really nice, actually. So, that being said, now that I have my drink in hand, I hope you all have your drinks too. We are talking about motivation today and what motivates you. I got a lot of interesting comments today on my Instagram about what motivates certain people. It was like coffee or their pets, but I'm very curious as to what motivates everyone out there. Put it in the comments right now. Let me know what motivates you. And of course, subscribe, hit that notification bell. We're going to get nice and toasty, and we're going to talk about our feelings and our motivations and where they come from and how we deal with the rigors of going through every day, and what keeps us going. And with that being said, Johnny, how are you doing today, buddy?
Doing great, buddy. What's happening?
Cheers, man.
Cheers.
I really need this. I need some motivation in my life.
Alcohol you later.
Oh,
This is my social happy hour drink glass.
Oh,
it's
yeah?
my alcohol you later glass that I got as a gift for I think it was my birthday or something like that. I don't know. What's going on?
Not much. So much. I just experimented a little bit. I got some more ice creams from Katie Jo Evans. Remember, she was on Shark Tank.
Yeah, I remember.
She sent me a bunch of ice cream, so I'm like putting them together with some. I put the berry with the orange together with some orange gin. It tastes pretty nice. I like it. I like a little. It's very smooth. Very smooth. Very.
I
smooth.
love your concoctions. You know what I just made, and I just kind of whipped it up. I'm not like the master mixologist like you are. So what I did was I had a little. What did I have? I had a little rosé here.
Rosé. All right.
And I threw some rosé, and then I threw in. I don't have it with me, but I threw in some champagne. And then I threw in your trusty, Tanteo tequila, of course, the jalapeno. And then I threw in a little lemonade and garnished it with a little, lime and lemon.
Lime and lemon. Wow. Okay.
That's it.
How does it taste? Is it going down smooth?
It's pretty good. It's been going down smooth for the past 5 hours. Yeah.
You know what?
I mean, I needed to get motivated. This was, look at that. That's done.
You get a drink to get motivated. This is what I needed today. After today, it's been so crazy that I'm like a nice social happy hour with some friends talking about our feelings and our motivations and what gets us going and what gets us through the day is exactly what I needed. So cheers to that, Johnny, because I want to hear, I need some motivation from you right now, baby. Cheers.
Cheers to you. Cheers to you. When we did this show last year, it got a lot of, we had a lot of interaction with people, and it resonated. Mm-hmm. I'm big into talking and speaking and talking about motivation and all that stuff. So this is right up my alley, and I know it's right up yours because we had Rob Federick on the last time we did this. We did this show. It was June 25th, I think it was. It's still up on our YouTube, but it's still up on our channel there.
A year later, I got the message for it on my YouTube.
Did you really?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's like I was like, wow. So a year later, we're doing the exact same topic, which is something that I want to keep. I want to keep this topic going, actually. You know what I mean? Because I think that because of everything that we've experienced in 2020 and are continuing in 2021, I think that we all need a little bit of motivation in our lives.
Absolutely.
That's the way I feel.
Absolutely. And you know what? This is basically, this show was brought on the foundation because of all of this.
Yes.
You wanted to come and do this because everyone was sitting at home and you wanted a way to connect with your fans and followers and said, hey, come on. And you kind of twisted my arm to come on with you, because I mean, I didn't even want to come on and do this. I wanted to be behind the scenes and just basically run the controls and all that stuff and be your producer. Right. And you're like, no, I want you on this. I was like, okay, we'll see how that goes. I entertained it with you for a minute, but I really didn't think I was gonna do this, because I like being more behind the scenes.
I know you do. I know you do. But I needed to speak to someone. You know what I mean? Yeah. I'm not just gonna be like on my own talking to myself, because that's gonna be weird.
Absolutely, you know? I get it. Well, no, we were gonna bring a whole bunch of fans and followers on, and let me tell you, before we bring in who. Yeah. I'm going to put up a link. So if anybody wants to join us tonight and you want to come on live with us, there's going to be a link in the comments where you can click on the link, and then we'll put you in the green room and come up. And if you want to share a story of how you've been motivated for the past year and a half, or lifetime, please let us know. I mean, we want to share inspiring stories tonight. We want to talk about our journey and what we've been through, and we want to talk with you. And if you just want to do it through the comments, that's awesome too. But if you'd like to come up, we'll put you in the green room and we'll let you know when you're going to come up, so you're kind of prepared for that. But anyway, that being said, should we bring in our witty wing woman?
Absolutely. Let's bring her in.
Let's see what she's doing today. Where is my mouse? There we go. Stuart and Chill, what's going on?
I'm motivated, y'all. I'm motivated. Hey. So sorry, you guys. Just getting a quick pump in before the show.
You're motivated.
I'm motivated, y'all.
So
I will be joining you on the rosé train.
Oh, look at that. Look at that. Cheers. Cheers.
Summer, Johnny.
Yes,
cheers.
Absolutely. Cheers, guys.
Cheers,
welcome to Social Happy Hour. Stuart. So Stuart, I saw you've been motivated since we started this live 15 minutes ago, and I kept you in the green room purposely because I wanted you to get your workout in.
Yeah, thank you for doing that, Johnny. You got to fit it in somewhere.
Yeah, you're welcome. Why not?
Motivated.
Mm-hmm.
You do have to fit it in somewhere. You always have to fit in your workout somewhere, and that can keep you motivated. But specifically, guys, in all seriousness, Stuart, what's going on in the world of pop culture today?
Okay, y'all, there have been
all seriousness
really quick. Now let's talk about some motivation. Ben Affleck and J-Lo are back together. I feel like I'm so sorry. I feel like every time I come on this show, I'm talking about J-Lo and A-Rod, or J-Lo and this person, or J-Lo and Peter. And now she's back with Ben Affleck, and that is the hugest news. So I just had to drop that line in. It's pretty crazy they're back together. I definitely thought it was fake, and it's not.
Okay, so wait. So what happened to the girl that he DM'd and they matched on Raya? Is that it? Raya? What happened to that?
That was all over. Like that happened as soon as it happened, J-Lo broke up with him, moved on immediately, and then ever since then, she's been hanging out with Ben Affleck. And apparently it's recently come out that Ben Affleck was contacting her while she was still with A-Rod, but she was kind of ignoring it. I don't know not to say motivation a million times, but I don't know motivation.
No pun intended.
Ben Affleck, no pun intended. I don't know if this is a real thing or maybe this is just for press, but either way, it's keeping me happy. But that was just my general pop culture thing. But then I have a little bit of a more fun one that I want.
But wait a minute, before you get into that, so what happened? I mean, I know that they broke up, but was it him that broke up with her?
With J-Lo and A-Rod?
Yeah.
She broke up with him because
she broke up with him.
Yeah, and they didn't officially say it was because of the girl from Southern Charm, but I just think that embarrassed J-Lo.
Okay, gotcha. Okay, and before your next comment, just so everybody knows, this is your drinking word tonight. Every time we say motivation, you have to drink, and that is brought on by our sponsor, Deanna. That's great, Deanna.
I do it. Deanna says jump, I say how high. I mean, that's the truth.
There we go. So every time we say motivation, you got to take a sip.
Everyone would say motivation.
That's
And
not
I said
going
it.
to be hard for me. That's not going to be hard for me.
Absolutely.
Motivation, right here.
Okay. What were you saying, Stuart?
But J-Lo and Ben Affleck are back together. I mean, it's crazy. But a little bit of a more fun one that I wanted to discuss with you guys. Now,
Yeah.
Peter knows because he, of course, is the manager at Sir Restaurant. So my story today is about a different restaurant. The restaurant is IHOP. And there's an IHOP.
Kind of similar.
Very similar, you know, lots of stars. Chrissy Teigen goes there, you know, it's a whole thing. But there's an IHOP in Long Island City, and there was a girl that was working there as a hostess, and a guy walked in, and she told him, "So sorry, sir, it's a 30-minute wait." And the guy was like, "I'm not waiting 30 minutes," and leaves. About an hour later, she looked at the security camera footage, and it was Adam Sandler. But he was in a mask, so she didn't realize it was him, and she sent him away. So then she made a TikTok that's like,
Are you kidding me? Really?
when you're a hostess at IHOP and you don't realize, because apparently he had like a mask on and a big beard, and she didn't know it was him. She's like, when you're the hostess at IHOP and you accidentally send away Adam Sandler because you tell him it's going to be a 30-minute wait, and of course Adam Sandler isn't waiting 30 minutes for IHOP. We sent him away. This went viral on TikTok. And then last week, Adam Sandler did a fundraiser at the IHOP and then came back and took a picture with her.
Oh
That's
my good
awesome.
Lord. Wow.
That is awesome.
Isn't that so funny?
Man. Here's the thing, though. Yeah. I don't know. You know what? Never mind. I'm not going to say anything about waiting 30 minutes.
Waiting, that's what the girl said. She was like, "No, of course Adam Sandler's not waiting 30 minutes for IHOP." Like,
No,
I didn't know it was him because he was in the mask. So.
he could just Postmate it over to his place. That's it. You know what I mean? Done. You know?
I
Right?
know.
It'll take 30 minutes too, but still. Either way, you're eating in 30.
I don't know if IHOP is the best thing to get Postmated.
Yeah, it's true. I wouldn't want that.
I haven't been doing IHOP in like a long time, like forever.
Oh God, it's been years for me for IHOP, but we know now what motivates Stuart is pop culture references. I love it.
That's what motivates me. It truly
Pop
is.
culture references. I love it. What motivates you, Peter?
God, see, here's the thing. What motivates me also stresses me out, okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
What motivates me is hard work, Johnny. That's what motivates me. and because of that, I'm stressed out like every single day. And I want some advice from you guys because I try to meditate. And I was talking about this earlier on the Instagram Live, but I try to meditate at least once a day in the afternoon so I can like release all the, you know, the demons and all that and just like woosah, you know. But the problem is that, I mean, like sometimes you feel like your head is about to explode because of all the stress. So I want to know from you guys how to combat that, you know, because that's the way I feel like I need to motivate myself is through hard work. What do you guys think?
I'm so with you, Peter. I actually said this just the other day. It's hard to get through when you're working so hard, but then I also can't stay chill either. Like I'm not happy when I'm working. You know what I mean? It's like either or. So I need the advice as well as you. I do think working out is something. I know you work out, Peter, and Johnny, I'm sure you do as well. You look amazing, you know. But I do think working out is helpful. Meditation is helpful, and like taking care of your mental health is the most important thing.
Exactly. Johnny, what motivates you, and what advice would you need Stuart? Because, like you know, like I said, I always feel like I'm just kind of, you know, every day.
Well, you know what was just really funny, and some people caught that, and some people didn't. I was just kind of like mimicking that I'm working out by drinking, and Stuart's talking about mental health. So that was kind of the wrong time to keep kind of doing that. But anyway,
Lord.
But yeah. So what motivates me? Tanteo tequila.
Oh my God.
So motivated by this Tanteo. it makes me work all day really hard in order to have a nice Tanteo tequila. We need to do a commercial.
We do need to
on
do a
Tanteo.
commercial.
And then we could do like a word from our sponsor. But
Yep.
no, Tanteo tequila does motivate me, and there's a bunch of other spirits that motivate me in the realm. Maybe not just spirits, but spirits all the way around. Really quick before I get into it, a word from our sponsor, Nick and Bella, nickandbella.com. These custom bracelets, custom jewelry you guys want to get. Please go to use promo code Social Happy Hour, nickandbella.com, nickandbella.com. And you guys can get, I think it's like 15% off or something. I need a new stack, so I'm going there and trying to figure that out. Anyway, just kind of throwing that in there.
I should probably like that for my wrist too. Right
I
here,
got your stuff. Where is your wrist?
Huh?
Where's your wrist? Where are your bracelets? I got you some stuff. We got to send you some more stuff. And Stuart, like I said, we're going to send you some more stuff.
I keep it all. I don't really wear beads, so I'm like, okay, well, I need to start wearing those now. You know?
Yeah, you have to.
Maybe can those help with my aura? Can they help me get motivated?
Oh yeah, there's chakra bracelets. Yeah. There's a whole bunch of stuff. Yeah.
Are there? Wait, hold on. So chakras.
Oh my God! Now, I mean, I need to put Anna Marie on, but I can't right now because she's not around. But she'd be able to tell you everything, and then maybe we can have the women who created Nick and Bella, the partners of Nick and Bella, come on maybe next week and just tell us a little bit about what they have to offer and what they do for their community by giving back. So
okay, yeah, I would love that. But okay, so would you
Don't ask me that. Don't ask me that. Hey.
Would you say that I need to help like my? Would you say Mercury is in retrograde? How's that? Why do I feel? And here's the thing: I feel like the entire world feels this way right now. We all feel a little bit on edge. Does anyone else get that right now?
Yes.
Yeah. What about you, John?
I think so. For a while, I think we've all been kind of getting this, and some people are.
Since 2020, not 2021. I still feel like we're on edge, and I thought it would end, by the summer, but it's not. Even the world feels on edge. It's still cloudy outside and drab and dark.
12, 13, 14 months later, and we're still all kind of going, what the hell is going on? Are we back? Are we not back? Are we okay? Are we not okay? What's been happening? What's not been happening? Hey, am I hungry? Am I not hungry? You know what I mean?
I hear you.
I think it's been just this has been a really horrible year. I mean, we have not had anything in my lifetime. I mean, 9/11 happened when I was very young, so I don't remember that. But I haven't had a total, we live in America, we haven't had a total year of uncertainty like this. I feel in a long time, and I feel like it's very hard for us to come back to it. I mean, I know you guys know I'm waitressing currently in a restaurant, and people have been so mean recently, very mean. And I'm almost I almost don't blame them. I don't blame them though. I'm almost people are everyone's yelling at you to wear a mask or not wear a mask or on the internet or not. And we've spent a year on social media, which is not great, probably for our mental health. And everything was totally shut down. And it's all the uncertainty, I think, is just piling up and up and up and up and up and up and up, and everything's changing. I mean, you don't even know who's what. If someone coughs, you're like, what's going on over there? Which is crazy.
Yeah. Not the corones.
Exactly. You're like, whoa, someone coughed, or if someone's in your space. And I actually think we almost need to relearn social skills. I feel like, people have been out of commission.
So, this show, like I was saying right when I came on, Stuart, was this show was birthed basically from what happened with the lockdown, and Peter and I came on and said we wanted to, I said it's a great idea to come in and talk to his fans and followers, and we started on his Instagram and got thousands and thousands of people to interact with him, and it kind of made their day, and we did this Monday through Friday at 3:30 Pacific time every single day. and you know, it wasn't scripted or anything. I mean, not that we're scripted, but it wasn't like a full production, putting in graphics or comments or, you know, anything like that. It was just going on Instagram and talking with people. And then I saw the need from it all, and I said, you know, let's switch it over to YouTube, do a YouTube show, and come on here and keep doing it. But you know, doing it the way that we do it now, it's a lot to do 5 days a week, and you know, everybody's I mean, not everybody, but there's people getting back to their jobs and back to working. And at the time when we had this, we were, you know, basically everyone was at their homes locked down, and they look forward to this. And, you know, we gave, I forgot what you said, Peter, but I was looking at the last time that we did, that we had this topic, what motivates you. And this is something that you said. You said, if I can help one person within this time to be happy and take time out of the crazy day, that's why I want to do this.
Exactly. And that's why I did this. But now I'm doing it because I want to be happy now too. You know?
Peter needs the love back. Okay.
Yeah, Peter love. Peter wants more love.
But that was powerful. That was really powerful. And then, you know, I mean, here we are today, over a year later, still doing this, still talking, still coming up with, you know, topics. Sometimes we're having a lot of fun because we're drinking, hanging out, and it just goes one way, or I hit a button on New Year's Eve and the whole show goes off air. You know, it happens. But that's nor here nor there. The topic today is motivation, and you guys, the audience who's watching with us, tell us what motivates you. We're going to put it up on in the comments here, and then I'm going to open up a link very soon. But Stuart, tell me, what's motivating you during this time? A little more than what you were saying.
So for me, it's been hard for me as well. I'm definitely in the same boat as Peter. I feel like I'm very overextended, and yet not getting all that in return. But something that motivates me is like my friends and my family are my friends more than my family are very, very supportive. And I feel like I'm going to motivate myself for them. Like my friends, working out, not just for looks, but actually for mental health has motivated me a ton and gets me into a really good headspace every morning. So that's really helpful. And you guys motivate me. You guys are both so hardworking, and I'm so lucky to be on here with you guys. You know, Johnny, you're so, you know, always taking those deals on the phone and like doing so many cool things.
Stop.
Running the show and doing all that. And of course, Peter as well. Like, Peter's everywhere a million times a day. You know, he's all over the place. Like, he's at Sir, he's here, he's on Instagram Live, he's on this thing. You guys motivate me a lot as well.
Thank you.
Well, you know what? I'm gonna motivate myself from all those motivation words that you just used.
Oh yeah, motivate everyone. Drink 10 times. Honestly, drinking helps. To be totally honest with you guys, like
drinking does help. Drinking
you have a long day. If you can, of course, if it's not something that works for you, because you know sometimes you're hungover and you're like, I'm not motivated. But I'll drink to that.
Exactly. Right. I'll drink to that too. I will drink to that.
Sometimes it's really fun, and getting the edge off is nice.
Wait, what? Getting what?
The edge off?
The edge off.
Oh.
The edge off.
What did you think I said?
I thought you said getting the hand job is not.
Hand jobs also motivate me.
But getting a hand job is nice
you
guys,
too, guys. I want to say one thing. I will never be motivated enough to give a hand job.
Because that's all you. Well, no. I mean, like, it could go both ways too.
I thought, Peter, you missed the word that she said. She said getting the edge off. I thought you missed the edge.
No.
getting the off, and that has motivated me before, to be totally honest.
Oh, this motivation is taking a motivational
that
turn.
works too, but getting the edge off, getting a hand job, it kind of sounds similar.
Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness!
What
Thank God
motivates
this
me
is
getting those titties
late
in my
night.
face. That's
Getting
what
those
motivates
titties in
me.
your face.
Up, and wait for it. Wait for it.
No, I want
wait
some
for
titties
it.
in my face tonight.
Yeah, exactly. I want some titties in my face tonight.
I can't believe you said that on live on the show.
I mean, I took over that entire episode, so yeah, I did say it.
It's iconic. It's iconic. You'll never let it down. And
Nope, I'll never let it down. I'll never let it down. So I had some responses on my Instagram. One of them said, my children, that motivates. That's a great motivator. Amy said music and my mom. You know what, guys? Music does motivate me too. I love listening to music, and that just gets me going through. I mean, like getting through a workout, I listen to the Dark Knight soundtrack, and that helps me like take off on my run.
Yeah. There's a quote that says, "Without music, life would be a mistake."
It would be. I totally
completely
agree with that. I think we should use that hashtag. Without music, life would be a mistake. Suze Marie said, "Coffee."
Motivation.
Of course, I agree with that. Coffee. Yeah,
coffee's a good motivator.
Christensen said working out. Of course, I like that answer. Yvette Marquez said nature and purity. What do you guys think about that? I think getting out to nature would really be helpful for us to get more motivated. Do you think?
Yeah.
Absolutely. That's
why I love living around trees in a backyard. I have like a lawn and trees and all that good stuff, and then I'm like around nature all the time. So like that really helps.
Travel's a great motivator. It just, I mean, even though when you go on vacation, you feel like you need a vacation from the vacation, but it just restores you. It just rejuvenates you. And without travel in my life, it's been, I mean, look at everybody's been locked up for a year or more. And maybe some still are. With being nervous about everything that's going on still, but
yeah, exactly.
Getting out and the sun and the trees and all that, absolutely, buddy.
Yeah, it's vitamin D from the sun. I try to get at least 15 minutes a day of the sun, so I got to start getting more. But it's really cold. Have you guys noticed it's very cold right now?
Yes, I have noticed.
It's cold over here in LA. I mean, usually we got the sun and we got some heat. I mean, it's like a month till June, I do think that the sun is in recession right now. So that's one motivation from the sun.
It was cold this morning in New York. And then at the end of the day, I warmed up, but it's cold. It's windy and cold. I mean, and that is not a motivator. In the winter, like count me out.
Count you out. I agree with that.
Today was a nice day in Chicago.
Was it really? I thought it was like 30 degrees at night.
Well, today we were talking yesterday, and it was 30 degrees the night before.
Okay.
But today was, it was like 60 something, and oh my God, from 30 to 60, yeah, you could imagine it's great. Damn. But go ahead. What were you saying?
Okay, so I'll read a couple more of these. Katie said, Katie Katan said, might be a weirdo admitting this, but having time just to myself keeps me going. I agree with that. I can dig that. I like having a lot of time to myself. Sometimes it's like the best thing, especially if you're meditating that time.
Yeah.
That is the best motivator.
I'm with you on that. I love time by myself. I've had a lot of time by myself, and no, but it was a great time. I got to tell you. That came out wrong.
There we go.
Motivation.
Not even the timing.
Motivation.
Oh my God.
Time helps a lot.
Hey, Stuart, I used to do a lot of improv, so
I can tell that timing was just
yes. Pete. Well, Go ahead, Peter. You can finish with the people that you have
more.
because then we have some Stuart. We have some comments.
We have a lot of comments coming in.
Scroll back with some comments of
I'm going to scroll back and do the motivated
everybody
that are
of our motivation.
And we really need to dive into what this and we really need to dive into like our specific motivations.
Yeah,
absolutely. I do have a lot to say because this is a great topic.
Holly Kelly says, keeping my daughter busy and happy. Her happiness gives me happiness. I love that.
It's amazing.
That's the way to go, baby. I love that, Holly. There you go. I'm going to cheers to that.
Cheers to that. Cheers to
motivation? Somebody's going to say motivation.
I'm going to throw some up from the comments. Dawn said she works, meditates, does yoga, keeps staying positive, and she's also thankful to wake up. This is important. You have to be grateful, even though sometimes it's hard.
Absolutely.
It's really hard.
Absolutely.
But grateful to wake up every day and not think about what's going on around the world and just do you. I mean, that's definitely something. I mean, it's important to pay attention to the news, of course, but sometimes it gets very depressing. Like you have to we're seeing everything, it's a lot sometimes. And then of course, Amy wrote in, she said, living each day like it could be your last. That's very, very important, of course. And then she also hard work motivates her because then she has some time to play. That's also very, very, very important. And of course, Bubbly Talk Radio said tequila motivate, which I'm with you on that.
Well, they said motivate. So motivate means drink time.
Motivate, drink.
Motivation right here, baby, in the bottle. Motivation in the bottle.
So motivation is like a full drink, and then motivate is like a sip. So there you go.
Motivation.
And of course, our friend Ray said he's constantly looking. So creativity is also a great motivator. And he said he's motivated by something inside him. He's constantly looking to create outside of his day job, which is super important. Being married with 3 daughters motivates him. Of course, he's a working man. 3 college tuitions and weddings. Wow, y'all. The weddings, I'm 27, just so everyone knows, and I'm in the wedding season, and it's a lot.
Wait, weren't you talking about this on one of your podcasts?
Yes, I have 3 weddings coming up in the next 3 weeks.
Were you talking about like never mind.
What? No, tell me what.
You were like, someone was talking about when you getting married or something like that.
And I said, what? Wait.
I can't remember. I was listening. So here's the thing. I'm everyone out there. I'm secretly a fan of Stuart and Chill.
And I'm a fan of Peter, not secretly.
Okay, well, I'm a big fan of Stuart and Chill, and I listen to her podcast. All right, it's called Staying Humble, and so I've subscribed to that. So whenever it comes out, I'm listening. Those are the only 2 podcasts I listen to: Madrigal at the Movies and Staying Humble with Stu. Okay, just to let that out there. So I do remember you talking about something about weddings.
It's crazy, Peter. Well, everyone had to postpone because of COVID.
Yeah, I know.
So now there's like 40 this year, and it's too much. It is horrible. It's way too much.
Every day of the week because someone wants to get married. That's great.
And people have Sunday weddings now. It's like, what?
Wait, is that not supposed to be a thing?
I mean, I have to take off Monday now and go wedding on a Sunday.
Wait. Are you supposed to not get married on a Sunday, or is that a thing or not a thing, or what's going on?
I don't want to.
I've seen that happen.
It happens, and I don't want to throw anyone under the bus, but it happens when you can't afford the Saturday date.
That makes sense. Okay, so I gotta go back.
You're not motivated enough to afford a Saturday.
I got to go back and listen to that particular episode. I got to figure out what episode you're talking about like the weddings and shit.
The weddings are going to kill me, you guys. I mean, it's too much. And like people stopped inviting their parents' friends now. I don't know if you guys Johnny, probably when you went to weddings, when like
Yeah.
You were in like the
Yeah,
30s,
in the dark ages.
in the 30s age range, like, a year ago. People probably have a lot of their family there. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm finding it to be a trend with my age range that like family's not there. It's all friends now. So people you get invited to way more weddings than you like should be. In my opinion.
I've seen I had a couple different things happen with me. So back in 1990, I started to become a DJ, and I from 1990 up till 2000, maybe a little after that. Much after that. What am I talking about? For 20 years, we did mobile weddings, and so we disc jockeyed. I disc jockeyed every single wedding around Chicago and even out of Chicago like crazy. So I've seen so many weddings. And then I was an actor on a show called, and you guys know this, I mentioned it before, on Tony and Tina's wedding, where I got married 5 times a week. 5 times a week, 2 on Saturday. So I've been around weddings so much to where, I mean, I just got married a couple of years ago because I was like, I'm done with weddings. Yeah, it was that much. Huh?
Wait, Johnny, how long have you been married? How many years?
Couple of years, 2 years.
Couple years, 2 years? Wow.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
Did you get married on a Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Friday? What was the day?
It was a Saturday. You were there, Peter.
That's right. I was wasted.
Remember?
Weddings. I love weddings. Drinks all around. I remember that now. Holy shit.
You were the one on the piano. Don't you remember that?
No.
You were trying
to flower girl, Peter.
You were trying to play some tunes there. No. No. You guys would have definitely been invited, but no. It was before I knew Peter and before I knew you.
That's how wasted I was. I don't remember anything from that wedding.
Say no to weddings. Yes. I'm starting to
Let me tell you, I don't even remember it to tell you the truth. And it was a mixture of alcohol and too many people, and it was not too many people. I shouldn't say that. That's not right. We invited all of the people, so not too many people. Let's stay on track, shall we? This is what motivates you.
Wait, Al, I'm going to bring it full circle, Johnny.
Please do.
Now, going to weddings has motivated me to look good. So that is.
There you go.
You gotta look good. You gotta look good. It's a nice. If we're talking body, diet, not mental, more like physical, the weddings have helped. Because you do like the crash diet before the wedding. It's all great.
So you don't eat for like 5 days and.
Yeah, exactly. And then you get too drunk at the wedding. You don't remember it. It's a whole thing. It's a process I go through every month.
So weddings and vacations, beach vacations, probably motivate the majority of all of us.
Yes, right? Beach vacations are huge too.
I said motivate. So can we all drink?
Yes.
Yeah. There we go.
Cheers.
So okay. So
wait, I want to throw something up.
Yes,
Deanna said something really, really great. She said, grateful for every new day, despite if things don't go the way we want them, trust that the universe has a bigger plan. I think that's so great. Like, no matter what you believe in or anything, like trusting that it's out of your control, I think takes a lot of pressure off of you and helps, I think.
So I think what that is, and that's, what Deanna's saying, and that's an awesome thought is, you wake up to win the day or learn from the day. I don't look at anything that's a fail. I look at something to where if I don't win that day in business life, or I didn't get things done that I wanted to do, and disappointed myself, I learned from the day and I won't repeat it. I said this before, and I kind of always say this. I always look to, I always look to be the better version of myself the next day. So I always look to one up myself every single day. And I think Mark Cuban also said this. I try to work every single day like someone's going to take it all away from me tomorrow, and because it's been done. I mean, we all have stories. I know we all have stories. Everyone has a story of what they've grown through, what they've gone through, how you've become bigger and better, how you've overcome things. And, I look at every single day of what can I do today to become a better version of myself. And I had that mantra for a long time, and I got a little story to tell you guys, but I'll do that in a little while. I want to hear some more thoughts of you guys before I get into that. Peter, how about you?
What motivates me every day is just trying to become more and more successful as I go through my life, and I'm determined. Like here's the thing, and this is why I get so stressed out, because every day I'm like, am I getting closer to my goal, or am I not, succeeding at what I want to do? You know what I mean? And so far, I mean, I have succeeded in a sense, right? I'm here, and I've when I first came out to California, for instance, I was told by some cousins, I'm not going to mention their names, that I would never succeed in California. I would come back to
Cousins
Texas.
is pretty close. I think we're good.
Madrigal.
Huh? Wait, come again?
Last name Madrigal?
No, not
Madrigal?
Madrigal. The mom's Madrigal, but the last name is not Madrigal. The dad's name is something else.
Listen, it's the other cousins, and they'll never know.
They'll
never know. Actually, they will know. They said that that I would not succeed and come back to Texas with my tail between my legs. Wow. Like a dog. Like that's what they said about me, and it motivated me even more to do what I did so far. Mm-hmm. That was 16 years ago now that they said that, and I think I've done some. But now, what motivates me is to keep on pushing forward every day to get to that next level, and I want to do what I want to do in my life. I don't want to. I want to make my own company and do what I want to do. You know what I mean? I don't want to wake up and have to answer to anybody else. I want to answer to myself. That's what motivates me.
Yeah.
What about you guys? Like, who's next? Who wants to go next?
I can. Okay, so I can take this one.
Next
and then, or Stuart, if you want to go, you can. If you had something to say,
you go next.
You go next, Johnny. I want to know what motivates you.
So a long time ago, I decided that I'm because of a situation that happened, and I'll just give it to you really quick. I was not to bring anything down. I'm not going to bring anything down, but I was thrown over a railing 20 feet onto a marble floor.
Oh, fuck.
And I broke my jaw. I broke my nose. I broke my teeth. I had 2 teeth lodged in my nose. I broke my arm. I had a fixator on my arm. You guys probably can't see the scar, but I was working. I always wanted to be an actor, and I didn't do everything every single day to be an actor. I was just, and I'm talking, I was 20 years old, 21 years old, but I always wanted to strive to be more at a very, very, very young age.
Johnny?
And yeah, go ahead.
What did you try? What did you audition for? Everyone, Johnny auditioned for Batman Forever as Robin over Crystal O'Donnell.
That was one of them.
Johnny is so low-key iconic, but
yep.
Yeah. So if Bill O'Donnell, who is now a good buddy of mine, which is Chris O'Donnell's brother, your brother beat me out. That little bastard. Anyway. So it wasn't that. I thought you were talking about Sopranos. Did we lose Stuart? Is Stuart frozen, or does she just not? Oh, there she is.
She is.
She's back. She's back.
Stuart, are you here?
I'm back. Was that me, or did I just go into another dimension where I was
in another dimension?
I don't know.
I thought you were just frozen over there, Stuart. But
okay,
you were frozen in amazement. Like she was like this. And then that was it.
Oh, but so anyway. Sorry about that. Okay, here we go. My Wi-Fi's fixed. Okay.
It happens. Wi-Fi is Wi-Fi. What are you going to do? This is technology. This is real life. This is what we do. Anyway, Where was I? So anyway, so from that time, I had about 8 months of recovery. And one of the reasons why I survived was I was in one of the best shapes of my life. I was doing martial arts at the time. I had like a 6% body fat. I was 180 pounds, and I was fighting like crazy. So that kind of helped me. But then I went down to like 150, skin and bones. Had to relearn how to walk again. Mouth was wired, all that stuff. Not to get into too much of that, but that was the moment that I was sitting there in the chair that couldn't talk to anybody. And I thought to myself, and I said, I will never not do what I want to do in this life every single day of my life. And then after that, when I got back, I was given my job back. I was working at a friend's pager store. That was a good, it was a good job at the time. But I said, I'm just going to put it all out there and do what I want to do. And I've been doing that ever since. And that's been, I'm 45 now. I've been doing that since 1999. So, and it led me on this journey of so many different things. I walked on fire with Tony Robbins. I went to another life-changing event where I walked on fire at one of his events. And it was a metaphor that you can also accomplish anything, mind over matter type things.
Yeah.
If you're not growing, you're dying, and progress equals happiness. And I do believe that if you're moving forward in the direction of your goals of what you want to do, that gives you more energy to keep going. But it's getting to that point. It's getting to that place where you can. It's like building a muscle. It's like starting a new diet. It's like starting, once you start it, it's like, I got to do this. But once you keep going, it fuels you. And the more it fuels you, you got to keep it going. And what kept me going is the chance that I could have died that day. I could have died in 1999. I wouldn't have seen the rest of this. I wouldn't have had my kid that I have today. I wouldn't have had all the experiences I had. I wouldn't have everything in life that I'm doing. And the things that I actually failed at. I failed at so many. I mean, there were so many ups and downs, so many bumps in the road. But it's the point where you have to go back and think at those times and say, how did I overcome that? And once you have that muscle memory, once you build a muscle, you have that muscle memory. So it goes back to that. So for me, I'm not really fearful of anything anymore. And it's so liberating. And I don't really, it's been such a different life since that time. And that shaped my life. And there's a series of things and reasons why that happened that day. And I could regret it, but it wouldn't have made me who I am today and how strong my mind is. And setting it up for things like COVID, the lockdown, where it totally crushed some people, where it completely inspired me to rethink again and saying, what does this mean right now?
Yeah.
What does this mean on my life? And what can I do to overcome this? And how can I do it? Because I need to be the strong person for the people that I love. How do I do that? So it's out of all of that really, again, building a muscle, understanding, and then also at the end of the day, not caring what anybody else thinks about you as well. That's a huge thing for me. And Les Brown said this, and my mentors are Tony Robbins. I went to his Unleash the Power. I went to Business Mastery and spent time with him. I met some of his team. They took me to Boston, and I met some great people over there. I have a marketing business and helped me, further in my marketing, which just everything leads into everything. But Zig Ziglar said, and I keep this quote with me, whatever you think about me is none of my business.
Wow. Yeah.
I need that quote. I'm going to use that quote. I use something similar, but that's amazing. Dude, Johnny, wow.
But it's so true, man. Because you're doing you and nobody lives you. nobody lives your body. Nobody knows completely you. I don't care if the closest people know you. It doesn't matter. Because if you do that, you're not going to get insulted. You're not going to get defensive. You're not going to get insecure. And you're going to be, more powerful for yourself and for everybody else if you think that way. Otherwise, if you especially in the entertainment industry, Peter, I'm sure there's a lot of people who say negative things and a lot of people who are positive things. And, all the actors and the people that are going through this stuff end of the day, we're all human and we all have our own beliefs, and our beliefs come from our strengths or our insecurities. Okay. And if we're talking from a place of insecurity, that's going to show. But I don't need to let you into my insecurities because I already have my own, but I don't live there and I can't stay with those, So you telling me what my insecurity, I can already beat myself up. You don't need to do it for me.
Right.
I can do it like crazy, But so if I get to a place where I really not in a conceited way or anything, but if I don't care what you think about me, really, then I can look at what you're saying to me and I can analyze it, and then maybe I can help the situation.
And come from not a person not feeling attacked or a
personal attack. Yeah, personal attack.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So how much do we owe you for that seminar, Johnny?
How yeah, literally. That's like a Tony Robbins seminar. What
I was like getting sleepy. I'm like, yes.
I'm going to be rewatching this segment for a while.
Yeah, I'm going to be replaying this episode. It's like,
I do this. I love talking, and I speak and motivate, and I do this all the time. This new app that's out there called Clubhouse, people are doing that like crazy, and they're inspiring me. And I'm listening to them. I'm listening to maybe 4, 5, 6 hours a day while I'm doing something else, and it's very motivating. But when I was maybe 23, 24, I spoke with a group that was trying to break into acting, and it was a room full of these young men and women, maybe a couple hundred people. And I was with a couple of different people that didn't know that I could speak or can talk. And it was, they looked at me like, after the whole thing was over, I was talking for like an hour and a half. After the whole thing was over, like, who the hell are you? Which was nuts. Here's a little clip of that, just to take a look at.
Johnny. Mr. Areola, Mr. Johnny Areola.
Joining me for a few minutes here is movie producer.
That's the name I want, man.
Johnny Areola.
And you look right in the eye. I'm Johnny Areola.
This is Johnny Areola. How could you not trust Johnny Areola?
Hi, I'm Johnny Areola. I'm not going to go through that whole thing, but the rest of it is
good, baby. You look good.
The rest of it is Heather Graham? That was Heather Graham, yeah.
I love Heather Graham.
So do I.
Hey.
Hey, oh, don't ask me that. Don't ask me that.
Hey, don't ask me that. Hey.
Anyway, not to keep ranting. I'm done with that. I do have a couple more stories, but I'm going to leave that to where it is. And Stuart, I want to hear, or anyone else who wants to talk, and if we want to put any comments up there also of what people were saying with that. Well, I hope I resonated with some people out there. We've all been trying to figure out what's been happening for the last year. We've all been trying to really, I hope people flourished through this year. I hope people recalculated and rethought what they want to do for the rest of their life. This, to me, was my 1999. This was like a reset. This was a reset button of saying, listen, there's things that I'm doing now, and there's things that I'm doing now in business that I ain't going to do anymore. And the clients and the people that are going, I'm not doing it anymore. So this was a complete reset to me. It was empowering. I used this time to really understand what I wanted, and it worked. And I hope a lot of people did that also. And I hope some of our audience understands that they can do it too. I mean, it can be done anytime, any day. It doesn't have to be a Monday. It could be any day of the week. And then if you fall off on Thursday, you can start back up on Friday, and it doesn't really matter. Every day is a gift. That's all.
I like to have New Year's resolutions all year round. So it's like my New Year's resolution is to do something, and then it'll be whatever. But I'm like, this is my New Year's resolution. It's like, no, don't multitask so much, and it doesn't have to be New Year's. It's like all year.
Every day. New Year's.
Every day.
Yeah.
Every day New Year's. There you go.
Absolutely. What have people been saying, Stuart? What's our audience been talking about?
All right. Actually, Amy just said something really nice. She said, I'm so glad you guys made Social Happy Hour. It's gotten me out of my shy element, and I don't speak in my opinions. I love you all. You're great people. I'm glad you always respond. Aww.
Oh, love you, Amy.
Oh, and she meant I don't mind speaking my opinions now because of you all. Deanna, of course, said 100% the Zig quote.
I love that.
You cannot, there's not enough hours. There's so many people in the world. Like, you have to do what's best for you and your friends and your family, and you can't people please, which is hard for me personally. And she also said, great story, Johnny. Bubbly Talk also said,
thank you, Deanna.
Stu is right. I'm always right, but that's neither here nor there. That's
He's the low key.
He is low key iconic. He doesn't say it. It's sin.
I'm totally low key. I come out there with these things that nobody knows.
It's
absolutely.
true, though.
And Deanna's doing a Tony Robbins. He's doing a 5-day thing. I think it started today. It's a free thing that's out there, which is great. I'll send you guys a link. We'll post it on Social Happy Hour if everybody wants to see it. Also, Deanna, I knew about it, and I did some of his other stuff, but he's amazing. He changed my life, completely changed my life, and
that's awesome.
Yeah. But what else we have? Congrats on your son's baptism. Thank you, Amy. Thank you. Yeah, my son was baptized this last weekend.
Oh, yes, I saw that. Congrats again. And a child will motivate you. I'm almost like, should I get one of those shipped in from the store? I do feel like it does motivate.
Up at Walmart.
I've been watching The Real Housewives of New Jersey, and they're like, I do it for my family. And I'm like, what about if you just have a few plants, I do it for my plants. No, I'm kidding.
That's funny. What else do we have? Anything else? We got a ton of stuff here. Who are you listening to on Clubhouse, Johnny?
Yeah,
Bubbly
that's what
Talk
people
Radio. Bubbly Talk Radio. I'm listening to a couple different things. I am a movie investor, so I'm looking at different investments on film finance and things like that. I'm also looking at. I'm also a marketing consultant, so I'm looking at. I'm always trying to learn how to be the best at the two things: the film and television, and what's trending and what's new. And then marketing, because when people say they're an expert, I feel like they just stopped learning.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? It's if you think you're an expert, and you can get there and have that title, I guess, if you're a doctor or something, but everything is always evolving. So there's more things to learn. So I don't feel like I'm never an expert on something, but I feel like I if I keep learning, then I can keep growing. Otherwise, if you're not growing, you're dying. That's it.
Exactly.
Same with stand up. If you don't get nervous, it means you don't care, sometimes.
Well,
Yeah. How is that stand up with you, Stuart? Tell us about that. Tell us about.
Yeah, so it's, you know what, stand up it's a little hard to be motivated in stand up, honestly, recently, because social media. I mean, I don't know if you guys have seen some of these TikToks, but TikTok is funnier than anything we can do. You know, it's like, oh wait, that's funnier than this. But yeah, it's all about the grind and what you were talking about earlier. It's just like starting anything new. Once you get a little somewhere, it just motivates you to keep going more. Like the thing with stand-up, it's like you'll bomb so bad, and then once you have a good set, you're like, that motivates you to keep going, you know?
Absolutely. I completely get it. I mean, getting in a room doing improv with 300 people a night, and they're either going to laugh at your jokes that you're improving or not, and when they don't, it's like, oh man, how can I recover from this? But then when they do, it's like, oh, it just keeps the layers you just keep building, which is
it's the high and low. Like you're like riding a high, and then they don't laugh at something, and then you're like, okay, I'll just go fuck myself then. And then they laugh again, and you're like, I'm the king of the world, you know?
Yeah.
Yep.
It's the high and low, which is life.
All-time high. Absolutely.
All-time highs and all-time lows, which is why we keep ourselves motivated.
I know. And
Absolutely.
I want to say something really quick. I love this episode because I feel like us three, like we're always the party, but social happy hour is about when you go to the bar after work and talk with your friends. And some nights everyone's ready to party, and some nights people are like, life has been hard recently. Like, what are you guys doing to like keep it going? I feel like this is our night like that, you know? Like it's
I
like
agree with that.
And
Absolutely.
then you go home and you feel so good. You're like, wow, I like talked it out with friends. So I love this episode.
Yeah. Yeah. And this is why it resonated with so many people last time when we started doing it. And because we were we were looking at coming up with different topics and talking with people. And Peter and I agreed and said, we just need to start talking about some motivation. And Peter, I think it was you. I think you brought it up, and I went, yeah, that would be an awesome episode to start. And we got a lot of great feedback. And I think some of our earlier shows we always added in this motivation, and we added in people being motivated to make sure that they stocked up on toilet paper.
Oh man.
Motivation.
Wow. Yeah.
Motivation drink, everyone. Motivation.
Cheers to stocking up on toilet paper, everybody.
Did that just bring you back to 2020?
I forgot about the toilet paper.
Everyone drink, please. If you stocked up on paper products, have a cocktail and go to sleep.
That's exactly what I'm going to do. That's exactly what I'm going to do tonight.
You're going to need that toilet paper tomorrow then. Anyway, what else we got? I mean, we're at like 10:10 over. Well, on my end, we're over the hour, and at that time, it kind of looks like we need to come in with a little something like this.
I did some research about some of the restaurants that were around the area, and I found that there was like this Michelin star restaurant just a couple blocks away. And I called them, and they're like, I was like, hey, okay, if I order some food, how long is it going to take for it to get here?
And how was he so motivated for that date? That's what I want to know.
I still want to know how much he paid for that on that date. And you know what? We're going to have to bring him on one of these days. And Stuart, because you're his friend, you can quiz him and get the info out of him.
Because you know what? I'm a little sus about if he paid for the date. I'm like, did he work at that hotel? I don't know.
Yeah, exactly.
If anybody doesn't know Joe No, you guys are going to meet him again soon.
Yes,
I hope. Or he might not want to come on here.
Well, yeah, I haven't checked on him in a while. I'm actually worried about how he's been motivated. So I
Oh,
know
boy.
we have to ask him, but I did ask him this one question, which was, this was a little something.
You seem a little familiar to me. What Peter was just saying, what do you do? Because you look a little familiar.
Familiar?
Why is that? Yeah,
Who do I look like?
familiar.
I want to say something too. That clip makes me excited for the summer. I'm ready to see Peter in an unbuttoned tank with a ponytail. I'm ready to see Johnny on the fire pit. Like, I'm ready for the summer.
I'm
Yeah,
ready.
Summer motivates me.
I'm ready to see it too. I'm
Amy
completely ready to see it.
My pillow is calling me. Well, you might have to get my face pillowcase. Okay, I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Oh, look at
Go to
that.
peterific-merch.com. Get yourself a pillowcase with my face on it, or
A must
candle.
have. A must
Give me-
have.
Vibe with me. Okay, that's all I gotta say. Peterific-merch.com, everybody.
Perfect. That was perfect, Amy. Great for promoting. And if you're looking at Peter's hair right there, take a look at that. You know what he uses?
myhero.com. Woo! Actually, you can find it on peterific-merch.com as well. So if you want a one-stop shop for everything Peterific, go to peterific-merch.com. And I'm getting a little wasted right now off of this Centeno tequila. Guys, Johnny.
I want some titties in my face tonight.
Yes, I do. I need some titties in my face tonight. So I am going to kind of start ending it right here because I can't drink this whole bottle of tequila by myself.
You're
and
doing
if we're
pretty
take
good.
that old school, I used to end the
with
show
you.
after I finished the drink, and I can't finish all this.
We're drinking it with you, though, but that's okay. Yeah, no, I guess it is an hour and 15 minutes. You know what?
So sorry, really quick. No one mentioned my hair, and it does look amazing. I did use my hair. But
Your hair does
no
look
worries,
amazing.
no worries, no
Look
worries.
at you. Look at you. Let's see, Stuart. Look at that. Are you using my hero?
Yeah, I use the tonic spray.
There we go. I love that.
Yeah, it looks
I
good.
love it.
Just so y'all know, some people contacted me privately that said my hair looked good. So
You know what?
Privately.
No one said anything about my hair, okay? Gee.
I
How
just
dare
talked
they?
about it. I just talked about it. What are you talking about? Let's see.
You know what? Whatever, guys.
Peter, you know your hair is perfect. You don't need that every day. You know
I
what?
do need it because it motivates me. I'm gonna
No, you
Oh,
need to
your
match
hair
level
motivates me
people
too.
think.
Your hair motivates me. Drink, guys.
Peter's hair motivates me every day.
I just had a friend who popped on.
Ooh,
Cafe 23. Hi, Johnny. Hi, Letty. I will see you tomorrow for breakfast. Great breakfast right down the street from me. Cafe 23. Anyway,
Hannah says don't drink the whole bottle.
Don't drink the whole bottle.
Insane.
Yep. You know what, Deanna? We're just going to get another bottle. That's how it
Deanna,
works.
there's a hole in the Centeno bottles. It never ends. There's a hole in the bottle, it seems.
There is.
Look at. I needed you as a wingman last week. Yeah, you did.
I can never stop drinking the Centeno. There's a hole in the bottle, it seems.
We were there. We were there for you. Hey guys, I just want to I want to ask in the comments, if anybody can put in the comments, what resonated with you guys tonight? Is there anything that we said, anything that any one of us said tonight that resonated with you guys about being motivated and about staying motivated? And also at the end of the day, if you need us for anything, make sure you text us.
Yep.
And we will text you back. And I'm gonna put that code up. I'm just a little late.
Put
with
that number up on the screen.
Absolutely. So
Peter love.
that's
Peter
there.
love. Peter wants
That's
more of that
social
number.
happy hour. If you're not, join our community. If you're not there, but yeah, if you want to talk to us and you're having a bad day or something's going on, something's wrong, text us. One of us is going to get back to you, and we're going to tell you if it's me, Stuart, or Peter getting back to you, and we'll we're here for you guys because you're here for us. So
I'm here for you.
That's pretty much it. What did you say, Peter?
I'll be there for you. All
Thanks,
right, I'm
Amy.
drunk.
Thanks, Amy. And I got more story. I have more story. So listen, we need to maybe in the next couple of weeks we'll talk a little bit more about this and put a little motivation inside of our social happy hours with you guys. But yeah,
Motivation May, let's get this bread.
Everybody needs it. What's the what?
Motivation May, hashtag let's get this bread is Johnny's like, what are you saying to me? Johnny, no, please, no, Johnny, don't leave.
No, what did you say? What did Motivation May? Let's get the spray.
Oh, Motivation May, because we're in May.
Yep.
And then hashtag let's get this bread. It means money with the millennials. Or sorry, the Gen Zs, but I stole it from the Gen Zs.
Well, coin was millennial, and then Gen Z is bread.
Gen Z says bread means money. So
let me show you guys. I keep in my pocket $1 million every time I go out. $1 million.
You want to Venmo me that or what? I would keep me motivated.
So that also motivates me. If I was going to say that. Anyway, yep.
I love it.
Oh my God, we're at 1 hour and 18 minutes.
Yeah.
So who wants to take it home tonight, guys? I think we're done for tonight. Listen, next week, Peter, who are we having on? We have well, maybe we should talk about that next week.
Yeah, we got some special guests on next week.
Some special guests on.
But yeah, we're always having fun over here on Social Happy Hour. Why don't you guys take it away? I'm out of here. I'm going to go to bed. Have a good night, guys.
Peter's gone. That's it.
Peter's motivated to go to bed early, which is good.
He got really motivated and got up and left. Okay, Stuart, why don't you take it away? And I'm going to end you when you're done with a little motivation clip for everyone to go to sleep tonight.
Love it.
With all of us. So I will see you next week, and take it away.
All right, see you next week.
Here, one more time, motivation.
Motivation, one more time.
That's the word of the night, guys. If we got some late bloomers in there, when you say motivation, you have to take a cocktail.
You have to drink.
Mm-hmm.
When you're watching.
All right, Stuart, have a good night, and I will see you later.
Johnny.
Okay.
Bye. You guys, thank you so much for joining us for Social Happy Hour. Like I said, sometimes we get fun and crazy, and sometimes we have the happy hour where we get down and dirty and emotional and talk about our feelings. And thank you for joining us on that journey. Motivation May, let's get this bread. If you're watching the episode later, drink every time we say motivation. Thank you for joining us. And also, let's give a hand clap to Johnny for that great motivational story. Thanks for joining us for Motivation May. Bye.
Our deepest fear is not that we're inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we're powerful beyond measure. Beyond measure.
I'm gonna show you how great I am. Last night I cut the light off in my bedroom, hit the switch, was in the bed before the room was dark. I'm gonna show you how great I am. Only last week, I murdered a rock, injured a stone, hospitalized a brick. I'm so mean, I make medicine sick. I'm gonna show you how great I am. I'm gonna show you how great I am. I have wrestled with an alligator. I done tussled with a whale. I done handcuffed lightning, throw thunder in jail. I'm gonna show you how great I am. All of you chumps are gonna bow when I whoop him. All of you, I know you got him. I know you got him picked, but the man's in trouble. I'm gonna show you how great I am.
But somewhere along the line, you changed. You stopped being you. You let people stick a finger in your face and tell you you're no good. And when things got hard, you started looking for something to blame, like a big shadow. Let me tell you something you already know. The world ain't all sunshine and rainbows. It's a very mean and nasty place, and I don't care how tough you are, it will beat you to your knees and keep you there permanently if you let it. You, me, or nobody is gonna hit as hard as life. But it ain't about how hard you hit. It's about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward. How much you can take and keep moving forward. That's how winning is done. Because if you're willing to go through all the battling you got to go through to get to where you want to get, who's got the right to stop you? I mean, maybe some of you guys got something you never finished, something you really want to do, something you never said to someone, something. And you're told no, even after you pay your dues. Who's got the right to tell you that? Who? Nobody. It's your right to listen to your gut. It ain't nobody's right to say no. After you earn the right to be where you want to be and do what you want to do. Now, if you know what you're worth, then go out and get what you're worth. But you gotta be willing to take the hits and not pointing fingers saying you ain't where you want to be because of him or her or anybody. Cowards do that, and that ain't you. You're better than that.
Our deepest fear is not that we're inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure. It is our light, not our darkness, that most frightens us. Playing small does not serve the world. There's nothing enlightened about shrinking so that other people don't feel insecure around you. We're all meant to shine as children. It's not just in some of us, it's in every one of us. As we let our own light shine, we unconsciously give other people permission to do the same. And as we are liberated from our own fear, so are they. Our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure.
All you chumps are gonna bow when I whoop him. All of you. I know you got him. I know you got him picked. But the man's in trouble. I'm gonna show you how great I am.